how do you get an Emmy?
Okay, so I didn't know for quite a while, believe it. I didn't start getting them until I figured out, oh, that's how? And that's when I started earning them.
Okay.
So you literally submit a piece of work into the Emmy nomination process. They don't come find you. You have to put yourself in the pool to be nominated. I didn't know that either for a long time in my career. Never thought to ask, and no one told me.
Okay.
So once I found out, I was like, oh, I think I might have asked one day, hey, how'd you get that Emmy? How does it work? Oh, you submit your work. So in television, we literally find pieces that we do, and we enter them in submission. Now, the way it works in the New York Emmys that I am a part of, those submissions get narrowed down, I think, at some point. I think. I'm not actually sure about that part. But what happens is, because I'm actually a judge in the New York Emmys. But anyone who's in the industry can be a judge. I volunteer to do so.
Okay.
So not everybody does it because it is time consuming, but I do it regularly.
Okay.
So what happens is I then receive, once I'm accepted to a certain panel to judge, and I always do weather. I only do weather.
Damn, I was about to be like, you can
I'll hook you up? No. Well, that's the thing. They don't allow you to judge in the region that you are actually in. So I don't judge anyone here in the Northeast. Right.
Interesting.
I can only judge anywhere else across the country other than the region that I'm in. And that's how they keep it fair.
Yeah.
Being in weather, though, I've been around for a while and I've met a lot of people. So I do tend to see people that I know. But I'm very... I do it right. I follow the rules. Yes, I follow the rules. And so what happens is, someone like me, there's certain criteria. Like you get judged on three things. It's usually content, creativity, and execution. Mm-hmm. And then they have the requirements under those specific things. Is this the content of the category? And because there's certain things, like it could be weather presentations, or it could be a weather story. Like, you don't have to be a meteorologist to win a weather Emmy. You could have done a story on a weather event that went out in the news. There's all kinds of things. There's long format, short format. There's a lot of different categories.
Okay.
Gosh, I think there's over 60 categories.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's crazy.
What time of year does this normally happen?
I'm judging right now, actually. It happens year round because each of the regions have their award ceremonies at a different time.
Okay.
Yeah. Now to submit it, they changed it. Now it's from January 1st to December 31st of the year before. So right now we're in 2024.
Okay.
So submissions would be for January 1st to basically for all of 2023, from the first of the year to the last day.
Okay.
And that would, so in other words, when we have our ceremony, the actually Emmy Awards that will happen in the fall, right?
This fall, it would be for...
You're winning for 2023. Correct.
Oh, okay.
Correct.
So I should be submitting now for 2024 for fall 2025 to get awarded.
Well, there'll be a window to submit.
Okay.
Yeah, they'll let you know.
All right.
You have to check in with them, and then you I forgot when the window is actually.
Okay, I'm gonna find out. I'm gonna do some research.
Yeah, there's a window.
Figure it out. Okay.
Because the window closed for New York, this region, because right now we have our nominations list out. So I'm up for another nomination.
Listen, talk your ish, girl.
Oh,
yes,
I'm currently nominated, right? So you only submit during the window time. There's a certain I think like 2 months. They tell you, oh, this is the deadline to submit, and then they go out and they get judged, and then you find out at the award ceremony whether you win or not.
Where do you have your Emmys?
I have them proudly displayed on a nice display table. When you walk in, it's like boom, people see them.
Like in your home.
Yes.
Lovely.
There's 4 of them right there.
Lovely.
Glistening in gold.
Lovely. I think that's so cool.
It is. I was floored when I saw my first one because I've seen them before, and it's weird. I never thought I would have one. I never thought to have one. I never thought I would have one. I didn't think I couldn't have one.
Right.
I just didn't know what to do. And then when I figured it out, again, just find out what you need to do.
So you can nominate yourself?
No.
Meaning you're submitting on your behalf.
Right. Correct.
And then a committee decides who gets nominated.
Right.
And then that committee judges on the nominations and decides who wins.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Got it.
And so, I have 4 Emmys. They're not all weather, actually.
Oh, okay.
Right, because I do a variety of things at my station. Okay. So the first one which it's my favorite one, of course.
Right.
We do a weather special every year, and I actually spearhead us submitting it every year.
Okay.
Because I go around, I collect everybody's, money, information. I'm like, okay, let's go.
Oh, it costs money to nominate yourself?
Yes.
Oh, girl, tell us that. Wait, how much is the fee?
Oh, my gosh. It depends if you're a member or not.
Oh.
It's tiered. It's tiered. So if you're a member, you have to pay one price. If you're not a member, so you can actually submit and not be a member of the Emmy Award organization or Emmy Academy.
Okay.
So there's that, yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
And so and so if you're in a group, like if there's group of people are doing it together, you split the cost. And
so when you're judging, do you take someone being a member into consideration?
No, we don't know if they are or not when they submit.
Okay.
Yeah, we don't know.
Okay. And when you're making your selections of like what you want to submit, what is that process like? Like how are you assessing?
Great question. So you got to get a vibe. I keep a running log in my phone on a note, notes of things that I've done during the year. I'm like, oh, you know what? I really liked that. I think I did that. I'm going to put that down as possible Emmy submission, So when the window comes up, I kind of go through and I'll look back on some of the stuff at the station and be like, you know what? That one, I think I want to do that. So that's how it happens for me. The other Emmys I earned are, again, they were in a group. I do a special every year called Tower of Heroes. It's something to do with the climbing of One World Trade Center. We do stories that relate to 9/11 because, there's just endless amount of stories that came out of that. We won them for that one. Another one was our weekend newscast. So, everyone on the team won that one. And another one I'm proud of all of them, don't get me wrong. But another one, we did a special called Caribbean in the City, and I highlighted 6 prominent New Yorkers, which I loved that piece. When we won that, I was like, yes, yes. It was. I'm very proud of that one because it was highlighting New Yorkers, and it was great. Yeah.
So, do you need to submit work that happened in that year that you're submitting for?
Yes.
It can't be past work.
No, it has to be within that. The year, that eligibility year, which would be January 1st to December 31st, usually right now it would be for 2023.
Oh.
Yeah, so the Emmys we earn coming up in this coming award ceremony, the material came from 2023.
Oh, so I need to get a move on it because I got some popping material from 2023 that could go really, really well. Yeah. Okay.
You have to find out. I don't know how it works.
Yeah, I got to do some research to figure out. But I know they give out Emmys for podcasts and YouTube shows and even stuff you do on social media. Like you said, there's so many categories.
There's even categories for traffic reporting, makeup. I didn't realize there's an award for makeup.
Wow, I didn't know that either.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, there's a lot of opportunity.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, let's manifest this, Victoria, Emmy Award winner.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely.
Manifest this.
You can reach out anytime if you want to chat more.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm so excited. All right. No, because I need to have my shrine. You know what?
Once you know, because I didn't know how to do it, but now that I'm telling you, now I can sense. Now you realize, oh wait, this is actually possible. Because now I know what it is.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know if you knew her, but her name was Shirley Rodriguez Romanesky.
Yes.
Do you know who she is?
Absolutely.
So Shirley is like my second mother. She took me under her wing when I was in college, and put me on the board of a charter school when I graduated college, got me my first job, Lehman Brothers, after college, made that introduction for me. She took me under her wing. She taught me how to eat lobster, all the things.
I love it.
And she had this, I remember visiting her home. She had a home right across the street from Central Park. And she had this shrine of all her awards and accomplishments. She had all the pictures, Nelson Mandela, all the pictures. And I remember in that moment thinking to myself, I'm going to do this. This is what I'm going to emulate this. I'm going to figure out how to have all of my accolades on a wall. And so that was the seed that was planted back then that now is coming to fruition, meeting you, putting me on game with the Emmys. So shout out to Shirley Rodriguez Romanesky. I missed her so much.
Yeah.
She was such a
force.
Yes. Such a force. Yeah. And a lot of the woman I am today is because of her. Because I got to literally be her right hand. She would take me to everything. Wow. I would be in all the insider conversations with top politicians. She would take me to Washington. She would take me to Albany. She would have me in her room when she was negotiating, when she worked at the Empire State Development building, and she was with Cuomo under the time. She would bring me into these meetings, and I would just be a fly on the wall, and she would just let me observe, and I would see her in action, 100 Hispanic Women, her nonprofit. I was an intern at 100 Hispanic Women when I was in college. That's kind of how I met her, and we met, and instantly connected.
Well, I know whatever you put your mind to, you're going to do, because to have her as your mentor, like, amazing force.
Yeah, she really, really was.
Now I see why you're so forced. You're an amazing force.
Yes, listen, I come from a lineage of women who've like poured into me and showed me the way. And she was definitely one of those women who like saw something in me when I needed her most.
Well, now that you've told me that connection, like, I see you.
You
like,
see
now
me
I
now?
see you. Right. Connect somebody with someone else and you're like, oh, if you're connected with that person, I know that you are something. Yeah.
If she was still alive, Audrey, like, I just think about it all the time. Like, I would be in a completely different place than where I'm at right now, because she was just so, I'm going to put you in this room. I'm going to introduce you to this person. We're going to position you here. This is where you need to be. Like, that's how she rolled with me. So I just know, like, I would be like 10 years ahead of where I am right now. But I also know, like, she's guiding me in this moment as well.
She actually set you up.
She did.
Yeah.
She did. Yeah. She set me up. She gave me the layup. And now I'm just like taking it. You know, another story I'll share with you, and then we can move on. I host a women's event every year. And the year she passed away was the same, and they were hosting her funeral was the same day of my conference. And so I dedicated the entire conference to her. Like, I had a whole opening slideshow for her. Like, everyone in that room knew who Shirley was, and like, she touched them in that room, and that was like my dedication to her, because I couldn't be there.
Oh, that's amazing. It makes me want to cook.
Yeah, it was so beautiful. It was a moment.
Yes.
It was a moment.
Wow, amazing.
But yeah, I'll always, like, when I accept my Emmy in my speech.
I can hear it. I can already hear it.
She will be one of the women that I mentioned in that speech, for sure, for sure. So let's get into the Talk That Talk segment.